I've realised that it's probably better for me to do these recordings while it's actually daytime, not just because I have more energy, but also the lighting around me actually looks half decent. The last couple of episodes, you might notice one side of my face completely covered by a shadow. But do you know what? It's now daytime, the light is better, and we've got an FA Cup first round clash, which absolutely matches the mood that I'm going for right now. Let's get to it. Alright, hello folks, welcome back to episode 5 of Unemployed to Legend here with Curzon Ashton. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode we have, as mentioned, the FA Cup first round clash against National League Woking. So we will have a non-league side in the second round, hopefully it's us, and also a home match in the league against top of the table York City. Since you were last with me, we've played... when was the last time that we were here for an episode? I think it was the Kidderminster game in Gloucester. So I've played about a handful of games, had a half decent run in the league, thought that the defeat against Telford was kind of unlucky really. We created a lot of chances, just couldn't stick it in the back of the net. It was the same case against Fylde. We won that one 1-0, but just so many chances wasted. It's just getting a bit ridiculous now. But that does leave us in 6th place in the playoffs currently, although it's looking very, very tight from 2nd all the way down to 10th, separated by just 3 points. So this season is far, far from writing its tale so far. But for today, it is the FA Cup first round clash that will be getting our attention to start things off. So let's get into the team sheet. Just before I do, a couple of suspensions and an injury. Of course, Adam Thomas was injured in the last game. Who was that against? Was it Kidderminster or Gloucester he got injured against? I think it was Kidderminster. And he's going to be out for another 4 weeks, which is a shame because this man has been coming alive in the FA Cup. You can't see it behind my head, but in the FA Cup he's played 3 games, 6 goals, 2 player of the matches and an 8.67 rating. I mean, that's absolutely nuts. See, he comes alive in the FA Cup. It's almost like he knows that Curzon Ashton needs an FA Cup run. And we do actually, because we are in the red, £3,200. The money from this, from the gate receipts, hopefully going through, if we're able to, will go a long way to putting us in the black again. But also, I didn't actually mention this, we're on the telly. We've got telly game, which means we get 33k just from this telly deal that we've got for this match. So I'm very, very happy that we'll be getting a good chunk of money out of this. Michael Collins and Lati Fairweather are also suspended for this game, so we're going in mostly full strength, but with a few players missing, unfortunately. So this is going to be the 11 we're going to send out against Woking. It'll be Renshaw in goal, McLean, Wilson, Flowers and Challoner in defence. Adabiyi is back from injury. He played in the last game, did quite well, thankfully. So it'll be him alongside Whittam in midfield. Cohen on the left wing, Dunn on the right wing, McKay and Amoteng up front. So let's get into this. 9 substitutes as well means I have a few choices from the bench. Obviously I'd love to have Lati Fairweather, Collins and Thomas to call upon, but that's not going to be happening in this game, so we'll do what we can. I had a look at where Woking are in the National League, the tier above us. I didn't actually show you guys, but they are in mid-table. They're around 16th in the league, so they're not having the greatest of seasons, which could be good news for us if we can take advantage of that. And it looks like they're going fairly defensive, but going for the standard 4-2-3-1. I don't know what it is with non-league teams. They all seem to be going for a formation befitting that, which is a bit weird, I suppose, at this level. I suppose I expect 4-4-2 all the time. You can see their players are unmotivated and uninspired, and I want us to take advantage of that. Especially being at home, I want us to basically take advantage of, well, they were unmotivated, but now they've got some motivation. Hopefully it won't matter, as Dunn has the ball on the right hand side here. Plays it over to Adabiyi, who heads it back in. Ooh, okay, that would have been an interesting situation had their keeper dropped it. I think he was going for McKay, but McKay just looked very offside. Wilson into Curran. Just trying to keep hold of the ball here, work an opening. So it hasn't quite happened there, as McKay again just can't get to the ball first. Curran, who is in magnificent form in the last game, did have the ball in the back of the net a couple of times, but one of them got disallowed, but good curling efforts. And there is a Moteng, his 7th goal of the season, a lovely header from the target forward. And he's been getting in among the goals more often recently than he hasn't. And it's really, really good to see, because he did sort of struggle at the beginning of this season, but he started to take over a little bit from McKay. I think in the long run, if he does take over from McKay, I'm not going to complain too much about that. He's keeping Knowles out of the squad at the moment. I mean, Knowles... The only time Knowles has actually looked any good is when Craig Mahon has actually been playing. This guy here, who I'm pointing over. But Mahon is already one of my coaches, and he's 32 years old, so he's not been getting exactly that much game time. And I think we've just won a penalty there. Flowers, I think, threw it. Was it Flowers? Yeah, Flowers threw himself at the ball and didn't get it, but he did get taken out in the process. And there is Curran scoring from the spot, his 3rd goal of the season, but that man has deserved so much more. He has deserved a lot more in terms of goals. He has been in form recently. Nice little purple patch. And we are 2-0 to the good after 35 minutes. Excellent stuff. And I've just realised Woking have filled out their allegation here at the away end. I don't think we have, because I see empty seats on the far side of the stand here. In fact, yeah, we haven't even filled about half of it. That's really disappointing. It's the first round of the FA Cup, guys. Why are you not excited? Right. I'm pleased with where we are. Let's just continue that for the second half. Let's go out there and grab, hopefully, another 1 or 2 goals. I can't get over how the fans are not that excited. It's first round day. I mean, what more can we actually do? We haven't filled out this stand either. We haven't filled out the terraces. The terrace over here. I don't think the people of Curzon are very supportive of their squad, or supportive of their club, not just the squad, but the club overall. Maybe because they're based in Eastern Manchester, like they feel they should just go and see Manchester City or Manchester United instead, which is a bit of a shame. Right, it is substitute o'clock. Let's just have a look. I've got a few tired players out there. At the BE, he's having a good game, but he's also literally just come back from injury, so I don't want to break the poor guy. So Luke Stowe is going to come on, and just looking at it, Scott Wilson is tired, but I want to leave him on just for a little bit longer. Craig Mahon, and you know what, that's the only change. Don't rock the apple cart too much. That's the only change we're going to make just for the moment. There is the man Wilson. I'll probably be taking him off very, very shortly. Again, don't want to break the poor guy. And there is a Moteng. He's through, and he's... Oh, I thought he slid it home. Oh, that would have seen us into the the second round. Third round? Second round. Getting ahead of myself here. We are going to take Scott Wilson off and put Posher on. Just done that change in the little dugout area. And I think we have one more change. I know there's like literally a couple of minutes left, but Craig Mahon is going to come on for Alex Curran. And I think I'm just going to drop down the tempo a little bit. Just manage it out. And we are, ladies and gentlemen, second round of the FA Cup. Absolute scenes. So we get the prize money, we get the television money, and we get the gate receipts. Well, they'll be shared with Woking, I'm assuming. Nice work, everyone. Yeah, that will do for me. That win and a good performance. We controlled that really, really well. Well done. Absolutely well done. Okay, loading screen has actually done. So, let's have a look at the finances. Oh! Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, my. That is magnificent. Oh, 72,000. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That will do for me. And now here's hoping we get a nice mouth-watering tie for the second round of the FA Cup. Okay, it's the draw for the second round of the FA Cup. Here is hoping that we can get ourselves a really big side. So, who is actually left in this? Oxford's, they're okay if we get them away, but they're not the biggest. Charlton away would be pretty decent. There's us in the second round draw. This is actually the joint furthest that Curzon would have ever got after reaching the second round in 2009 and 2017. Fleetwood would be okay. Fleetwood League 1, yeah, they still are. Northampton in League 2. So there's Sunderland. Sunderland made it through. Wigan also made it through. Did Portsmouth not make it through? Or Ipswich? Wycombe made it through as well. MK made it through. Sheffield Wednesday made it through. I don't think Portsmouth... No, Portsmouth and Ipswich didn't make it through. Okay, that's interesting. So we've lost those two as potential ties, but Sunderland and Sheffield Wednesday and Wigan are still on the table. Bolton, I don't think they fill up their stadium. Oh, that is pretty big. Okay. Do you know what? That's not too bad. Away at Rotherham, who are a big League One side in and of itself. They're currently 6th in League One. So in the playoff hunt. What's their attendance been this season so far at home? Minus Solihull Moors. They smashed Solihull Moors 7-1. Wow. And Solihull Moors are National League as well. But by the looks of it, they're getting some... Okay, 8 to 10,000 at home. I mean, if we get 12,000, I'll be very, very happy. But there is potential there to actually get a solid amount of money from this match. So that will be our next episode against Rotherham away. But first things first, we've got York at home in National League North. And speaking of the league game against York, here we go. The 11 that we're going to go with. I think it's effectively the same as the last 11. I think the only difference is Latty Fairweather coming in for Matt Challoner. I still don't know the poor guy's name. I feel so sorry for him. I mean, I've not been impressed by Challoner this season so far anyway, but I could at least remember what his first name is. Matt Challoner. There we go. That's his name. But Latty Fairweather is going to come in at right back in place of him, mainly because Fairweather was suspended for the FA Cup match, which is a bit of a shame, but thankfully Challoner did well, clearly, in that game. But I'm still more inclined to use Fairweather more often. And where are these two going? Two players who just wandered away from their own teammates. That's a bit harsh of them. Did they just take one look at us and think, nah, sorry, we don't fancy this today? Right, we are playing York City, who are top of the league. They're about 4 points ahead of us, and they lost their last game against Gateshead, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. And hopefully bring ourselves closer to the top of the table. I know promotion is not expected of Curzon this season. Oh god, and that's probably why teams like York City, they are going to be of much higher quality, just smacking the bar there off a turnover from a mistake by us. But promotion's not expected, but it would be nice to be in the mix, because then it means we've done something absolutely right, and it will help us build on that for the second season. There is Wilson and Curran. Oh, if we could have got the shot off there. Oh, we hit the bar as well. Oh, McKay. I think the shot was deflected, but that's, again, McKay just not putting the ball in the back of the net. Do I need to give him one-on-one training sessions? I think we got another corner here. The ground is considerably emptier today. All the York fans. They're all down there, because this is only a league game and not a cup game, so the fans are not as excited. There's Adebiyi, but his shot got blocked. And we've been piling on the pressure in the opening half an hour, it seems. 6 shots on goal. And we're just showing York that, you know what, we want to come at you. We want to give you a right old go at getting these 3 points. And there's Wilson with the free kick into McKay. Straight through to Curran, and Curran slots it home. Brilliant assist by Moting, just threading the ball through the defence, and Curran expertly finishing. Cutting inside from the left wing. Here he is. Oops, that wasn't the player. That's him there. There we go. There's Curran there. The one I was trying to click on the whole time. Just cuts in from the left-hand side. It's what he does so well. And he slots the ball home. 1-0 going into half-time. Lovely stuff, guys. We've created loads, and the scoreboard reflects that. Yep, keep that up for the second half, guys. Let's see if we can grab ourselves a second and third goal. Of course, like I've said so many times this season, it's just a case of us putting the ball in the back of the net, because we are creating chances. But I don't know, maybe I should... Oh, that was close. Maybe I should drop McKay. He's not exactly scoring at the moment, and just see how Knowles does. Put a Moteng as the poacher, maybe, or Dominic Knowles as the poacher, and leave a Moteng as the target forward, because he is doing well in that slot. Oh, who isn't doing well in that slot? Is Renshaw. What are you doing, man? Between you and Vucevic, I don't know who's worse. Oh, this is terrible. Look at this. A cross. There's a routine cross into the box. Oh, Wilson got in his way as well. The pair of them. Oh, that is absolutely terrible. Come on, boys. You are so much better than that. And do you know what? I'm actually going to do what I just said. So Knowles is going to go up front as the poacher. Apparently he can play there, so we will do that. He's going to go there. And Michael Collins is going to go on for Harry Flowers because Flowers is tired. Oh, Renshaw and Wilson. Come on, boys. Sort your lives out. That is absolutely terrible. We are going to go positive. Hopefully just grab, even if it's one more chance, hopefully it'll be something that we can put in the back of the net. Adebayi I've just taken off and Stowe is going to come on. And I think, do we get one more or have we made them all? We've made all the substitutions. Right, okay. So Stowe was the last substitution on for Adebayi. Come on, boys. Is there a winner in this for us? Because that is just a silly, silly way to give up 2 points. Oh, that is terrible. I mean, in context, we've drawn against the league leaders. Yeah, I think we should be happy, but I'm not happy with you, Renshaw. And Wilson, you were involved in that as well. But Renshaw, you've got too much form as far as that goes. You're conceding too many goals off mistakes. Vucevic, our backup keeper, is the exact same as well. Where are they? Where is Vucevic? Yeah, I mean, he looks kind of solid enough, but he also makes mistakes. I don't know if that's just a lower league thing. But Renshaw, yeah. I think Vucevic might be the better option to go with at this time. That's something I'm probably going to have to try off camera and see how that works. Regardless, though, I mean, I would have taken a point against the league leaders, York. But the fact we could have got 3 points, it's a little bit bitter, you know? It's a little bit bitter. Regardless, that leaves us in 5th in the table, just 4 points off the top. And we will be back, of course, for the FA Cup second round clash away at Rotherham. And more than likely, we'll be back for the Hereford game as well. I'm not going to show the FA Trophy unless we go really deep into that tournament. But for now, the FA Cup and the league will be our focus. If you have enjoyed this episode and our cup run so far, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button. It helps the channel out and it's free to do, so why not? Free subscription to a YouTube channel. And I thank you so much for watching and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.